Hey family, welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Cutting 50. This is another late night confessional. Some days y'all might see me walking, doing cardio, whatever the case may be if I'm at work. Some days, man, you might just see me at the house, just relaxing on duty because I got my son Titan that I'm currently watching right now. And generally it's around what time? 12:46 and generally between 12:30 and 1 o'clock. You're gonna get up to eat. So I probably end up pausing the video or something like that. But appreciate y'all following me on this journey, man. We're just gonna talk about a little bit of things that's been going on, man. Like I said, it's day one for me, going to day two of this vegan transformation I'm doing. Probably gonna give it a heavy snack. I don't know if y'all eat rice cakes. So I got my rice cake, a little almond butter and a banana chopped up on it. I eat a couple of those. But just starting off the day, I'm trying to let my body regulate a little bit from having them cheats the other day, which was like a little bit of junk food, not too much cookies. Even though I got the plant-based options, stuff like that. Had a couple of cheat meals. So whatever you do, if you're doing a cheat before you start your prep or anything like that, you're gonna have or retain a little bit more water weight than normal. So I try to start off that first day, be a little bit more low calorie meals. Like the day just through my schedule, I can try to catch up on sleep, going into regular people's sleep, or regular people hours. I put it like that, from working at night, 6 p to 6 a.m. It's a little different. So I got up, I had to watch my little man for a little minute, try to train the client. Then I also try to eat. So I just really it'd be like 2 meals a day. So two little meals and two shakes. I just did it all together. And like you see, I got my shake right here. I have my little protein and my organic greens. So today I drink it twice. And generally, I think my body performs a little better if I have like 2 meals and two shakes. I generally used to have the two shakes with a snack, either it's rice cakes or a food or something like that. But that's normally works for me. I just had somebody comment the other day on one of my videos about blue apples. Now, in 43 years, I've never seen a blue apple. But I actually looked it up. I ain't going to deep depth about it. So if you ever seen a blue apple or ate it, let me know how they taste. If you had, and I'm looking at trying. I might try it. I just got to do a little bit more research because that's a little abnormal for me, even though I know it exists. I try to do a little bit more research, make sure they ain't dye these apples or whatever the case may be. But it looks legit. And I think they eat it with blue apple and I think rice. And somebody else had like spaghetti and a banana. As you can see, you can hear him. He's waking up now. So I'm gonna go ahead and I guess I'll save this rice cakes banana until after I feed him and put him back to bed and go from there. I got this nanny video or camera monitor and we watch his breathing and all the other stuff throughout the night. But y'all stay safe and we shall continue in the shortly. Stand by. All right, family, I'm back at it. Like I said, that's probably been an hour and 15 minutes. In between, I had to go check on my little man, feed him, burp him, all that other stuff. And he just was up, man. He didn't want to go back to sleep. But that's the thing with babies. You can try to control their schedule, but they're gonna let you know if something wrong or they're not ready to go down. Now he's sleeping pretty good. That's just a part of the process. Like I said, I got him on the monitor, stuff like that. But I really want to get into this. I think I was talking about blue apples and all the other stuff, nutrition, finding out what works for you, learning your body and your system. Like myself, like I said, I went vegan, but it don't matter what you're doing. If it's not working for you, I suggest you switch it up. Stay with it for a while, at least 2 to 4 weeks, and then you can you'll be able to tell how your body is responding to the foods that you're actually eating. Especially if you got eczema, you got acid reflux, you got any other issues pertaining to food allergies that you might not even be aware of, or constipation, you name it, bloating, your fingertips itching and stuff like that. Can be salt retention. A lot of stuff stems from the foods we eat. And if you got like basic allergies and something like that, there's always a cause for any ailments that we have. Besides genetics, besides inherited things, you can think about Just know that our food causes a lot of problems. Sleep comes into play, recovery, and your genetics do also help fighting off that as far as immune system and everything else. But that's just that everybody is unique, man. So you can't compare yourself with nobody else. You can be family members. You can have the same biological structure as far as genetics, brothers, sisters, and stuff like that. But you still walking two different paths. You're still not sleeping at the same exact time. You're not. Your fitness level is different. Your energy is different, and age could even come into play. So I know a lot of people don't even think about metabolic rate. That can be different. So you can still be twins, but you're burning calories, breaking down food is totally different, slower, faster. Who knows the case? I know a couple of twins that do fitness and health and stuff like that, and both of them are in shape. But one's a little bit taller and not too much taller than the other, and one is more slimmer and one's a little more thicker than the other. But both of them was competitors and stuff like that, and they both go at it. But all that stuff come into play when you go alike. You might think alike, you might do a lot of other things alike. But like I say, myself, man, I wanted to switch over to this new journey, being a meat eater, 40 plus years. I think it's time to change it up. And it's been good, man. Like I said, but now these last couple of years, the food has been changing. It's not the same food that we've been growing up eating and stuff like that. I can say that for sure. And I think I tried it for a while. I did go vegan. I started like smoothies a lot. I don't try every diet, every what they call it, every kind of meal prep or whatever service you can think of that exists, just for trial and error purposes, so I can teach, I can learn, I can see how my body responds, and I can help other people on similar journeys. So, like I said, I done tried all those. I remember coming back from overseas. What that was 2012. I think I got back, or was it 2014? I think I got back 2014, and for like a year, I couldn't eat the food in America. My body kept rejecting it, throwing up and stuff like that. So that's when I gave up like burgers and stuff like that, McDonald's food. I don't eat that stuff like that, man. I know plenty of people who do eat it. My wife eats it, kids, stuff like that. But I myself, I won't eat. I don't. I know the causes for it. I know it don't agree with me. And Mickey D's, man, I think when I played football, I can remember what. Let me go back. This around 2016, I was playing AFL ball. I remember like halftime, or not even halftime. I'm pretty sure McDonald's is right there. I don't know if y'all remember them Big Macs and stuff like that. Before they changed the sauce on it, they used to be cheap. I think I used to knock down like two Big Macs and stuff like that. I think I was playing left end. Um, so yeah, I used to knock them down before the game as like pre-meals. They had two Big Mac combos or whatever the case may be, some sweet tea, fries, all the other junk way back. But all that, my whole perception changed when I went overseas and started eating fresh food, real food, stuff like that, bread that only lasts 2 days, meats that's pretty much marinated. They did whatever they had to do, and you getting it pretty much the next day or the later on that day. They prepared or they marinated, or whatever the case may be. Meat that was so good that you don't need no sauces on it. You can have a little bit of butter or garlic or olive, whatever they put on it natural. But that was the best food I've ever had in my life, and I don't travel all over the world. But it's totally different than what we. It was fresher. It don't last long. But that's the thing about us, we want cheaper, bigger, better, all this other stuff. Even the drinks started changing and get bigger. I think y'all remember we just had canned drinks. Then it went to 20 ounces. Then it's 32 ounces. Then it went to the big guzzlers. Then the Sonic cups came into play. You can get that big 72 or 64-ounce drink. And we ain't even thinking about the health complications. We just thinking about that it's cheap and we can do it, especially if your financial situation ain't the best. I done been there. So I know how that is. But like I said, even the junk food that we eat is not the same. I don't think I remember Oreos used to have that many calories in it. Now everything is just pure sugar. You're thinking about, I think one cookie is like 60 to 70 calories per one. So, man, that's like that. But I don't, like I said, I don't have my cheat meals. I probably never eat an Oreo no more, period. All that stuff like that. is out the door for me. So, and we got other options. We got plant-based options, stuff like that. I'm learning cooking skills coming back up. But let me share this video. I got this lady, she's a 72-year-old vegan. I think she's been vegan for at least 25, 26 years. And I got a couple other videos. I might insert them in there. Y'all share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about David's going through other ailments, health risks, and health problems going on. And once they switch to vegan lifestyle or plant-based options, you can just look at them. You guarantee you won't be able to tell how old they are based off of just how they're looking in these videos. Like I said, this lady right here is a vegan chef. I think she opened up a vegan restaurant in California. Y'all know they call it City Angels. I ain't even gonna tell you what that kind of mean. You know, it's the angels, but it's not the angels that you think of. Why they call it that. Like I told her, I've been out there. I never moved to California. There's no way in the world. I know some good people there, but it's just a different atmosphere, especially if you listen to the laws and the stuff that's taking place right now. It's all the way different. But I want y'all to check this lady out. Let me know what you think. And we gotta get back to it.
My name is Bobette Davis, and I am the head chef and co-owner of Stuff I Eat Restaurant. We're located at 114 North Market Street in beautiful downtown Inglewood, California. Prior to opening, we had a lot of people that kind of looked at us like we were nuts. Are you sure you're going to have a vegan restaurant in the Inglewood, California? Are you kidding me? Vegan now for 24 years. I had a multitude of issues: eczema every month, bloating, so much indigestion all the time. But the more I studied and the more I learned, I understood that I need to learn how to feed myself so that I don't destroy the lives of any other creature because of a lack of knowledge. We don't sell anything that comes from an animal. We don't do refined sugar. We don't do dyes or preservatives. I am a strong advocate of eating the diet that you were designed to eat. Therefore, you're going to feel a lot better. You're not going to harm another creature to nourish yourself with a diet that will not nourish you anyway, will only make you sick. I wanted to learn how to make vegan food taste like normal food. We've got tacos, we've got burritos, we've got soul food, a variety of soups, but my specialty really is the raw desserts. I absolutely love making them.
I'm just gonna pause it right there, man. Like I was saying, this lady right here, you can tell, just look at her. Skins look good. She's 72 years old, young, amazing chef, all these foods right here. But like I was saying before, man, you can eat vegan food. You can remove all the processed stuff, but some of that stuff right there is still unhealthy. So you got to make sure you're using portion control and everything else. No diet is 100% accurate. Also, myself personally, I didn't start vegan just because of the animals and stuff like that. Even though I do agree with it, that wasn't my main pushing aspect of that. That's not what sold me on it. Just the health benefits and me understanding that really we wasn't never made to eat animals like that. I do care for animals, but I'm not an overall animal lover. You know, I know some of the vegan advocates who they have their signs up, no more killing animals and stuff like that. I don't believe in it, but I'm not that fanatic person. Mine stemmed from pretty much processed foods. It's changing, and the benefits I know from plant-based as far as amino acids, everything else that comes into play, longevity. I can keep going on and on. But that was my driving force for it, just like anybody else. So as you can see, that's just one lady, man. I'm gonna try to go ahead and I think she had something else in there. I just couldn't remember what she was talking about, and I don't want to get copyrighted just off that video right there. But like I was saying, she's 72-year-old, started. I think she's been vegan for 26 years. So, you know, all that stuff coming to play, man, but you got to be careful. Little man is getting up again. So I don't know what kind of day he having. But he been rubbing his nose a lot. I tried to look for this little suction that I have, and I didn't find it. So I might check on him real quick, and then we're gonna go ahead and continue, family. All right, family. Hey, we're gonna go ahead and insert a couple more of these clips. Y'all let me know what you think. Hopefully y'all stay safe, stay motivated. Hey, next episode, man, I'm going to this review of the CNBC video, and it's about how Americans are being tricked into buying fake food. And it's like a $40 billion industry. Man talked about a whole lot. I think I found this video over a month or so ago, but I just got the time now. So hopefully this week I go ahead and try to put that out there, and there'll be a health alert video. Hey, it's your boy Confessional. Y'all stay in the game. Hey, we got to get some rest. We got to stop it up. We got to get back to training. Day 2. Let's go. Hey, family, let's take a look at Bruce Lee lost cousins. Nah, but seriously, a 67, 68, and a 74-year-old fitness influencer, but not really a fitness influencer. These guys are amazing. As you can see, age is not a limit for these guys. They're staying healthy, they're staying fit. Even one has a cane, but he's still getting up there doing something that I'm not able to do. Let's go.
Hello, my name is Dr. Brooke Goldner, and I'm a board-certified physician, and I am specialized in disease reversal using nutrition. Now, before I ever became a doctor, I actually was a patient. I was diagnosed at 16 years old with lupus. I had stage 4 kidney failure. I had blood clots that caused mini strokes. I endured years of chemotherapy and steroids just to survive. Now, all I've ever learned never helped me with my health. It was always about survival. I did 3 years of genetic research at Carnegie Mellon. I went to medical school. I was chief resident, and yet I still needed medicine to survive. 12 years I was sick. And then 15 years ago, I changed my diet to a plant-based diet. I got rid of dairy, no animal products, and within 3 months, the lupus was gone. I have been healthy for 15 years with no sign of disease. I've had children, and I've dedicated my life to this. And over the past decade, I have helped thousands of people reverse lupus, rheumatoid arthritis, multiple sclerosis, diabetes, heart disease, #1 killer, all by getting them to stop eating meat and dairy and eggs and focus on vegetables and high nutrient plant foods. And the results are consistent and they are profound.
And here we have some ginger.
Annette Larkins shows off her garden in her Miami-Dade County backyard. It's full of fruits and vegetables. Every corner of her garden has something that is edible.
And I've been eating them, and they're so good.
She also collects rainwater to drink and water her plants. Annette says the food in her garden is her fountain of youth.
I'm very vibrant. I have lots of energy, as I told you before. I'm up at no later than 5:30 in the morning as a rule, and I'm ready to go.
Annette's husband owned a meat store in the 1960s. That's when she became a vegetarian. But
as you can see right here, this store right here is motivation to me because I myself have turned vegan, and I'm in it for the long haul, man. I've been eating meat over 40 plus years, so it's time to switch it up, try something different, actually doing more and more research. And I actually agree with everything pretty much vegans stand for and what they believe in as far as we wasn't really made to eat or consume meat. We can, but it's not beneficial in our body as much as plants would. And when you look at all the other mammals who eat plant-based meals, the amount of muscle and everything else. But like I say, no diet is perfect, and our foods today is just made a little bit different. So you got to do what you got to do for yourself. I myself will hopefully one day have my own garden like this young lady, and just follow her footsteps, because I can see the longevity in there. And more to these doctors and vegan advocates that I talk to and get more information about, they're also experiencing excellent benefits from this lifestyle change. It's never easy, but your life is worth more than what you know. Hey, let's continue.
As the years went by, she became a raw vegan. She does not eat any animal products. Her food is unprocessed and uncooked.
My diet consists of fruits, nuts, vegetables, and seeds. I do a lot of sprouting of seeds, and as you can see from my garden, of course, these are the raw foods that I eat.
Annette.
All right, family, as you heard her story, she only eats unprocessed foods, and hopefully one day, that's my goal, is to be able to, it's getting harder and harder in our time today to find unprocessed foods, to actually grow your own fruits and veggies, and just do your own nuts. But hopefully step by step, I don't know if y'all seen my garden videos, we're getting there. It's just gonna take a little bit of time. God willing, we'll go ahead and continue this journey. But I noticed a significant change in my physique and just in my livelihood, health wise, body requiring less sleep in just a month and a half in, just going vegan, doing plant-based options, still having some cheats as far as making my own homemade cookies and plant-based options and stuff like that, and I'm still experiencing great benefits. But as you can see, she looks amazing, and she was, even though she's married, her husband didn't participate in the transformation or the change. But just watch for yourself, share your thoughts, and then we'll continue.
Everyone in the Larkins family eats and drinks this way. Annette's husband of almost 54 years chose to continue to eat the way he did when they were first married.
I really wish I would have did what she's done.
Amos Larkin says people even wonder if Annette is his wife.
They'll ask me, what am I doing with their young girl? Or they'll say, you got your granddaughter with you, you know. And
all right, family,
things
you
like
can see her husband right there. Just the reactions that he getting from being out with his wife. You can see him, he's on medication, he's on blood pressure medicine and everything else you can consider that happens with age. They have to be around the same age, but you couldn't tell that by a visual appearance. But stuff like this, man, we see all the time. Hopefully he lives a long and healthy life. But I just wanted to say one thing. It's never too late to change. Even though, you know, I think he's going to mention later on in this video, it's too late for him. It's never too late. You can always change your options. I done trained athletes, other people who just started working out after the age of 60 years old from never being in lifting a weight, going to a gym or anything. So it's never too late for you to change your life, because we can all evolve. You can always improve your health. You can always reverse many ailments that we have today. Like I say, all that stuff generally stems from our food, our nutrition, and the lack of fitness. But as you can see, I'm out here walking now, trying to get these gains in, man. It's what, week 4 or 5 of this first week of this transformation. So we're getting it started. But share your thoughts, let me know. Let's go.
that, you know.
Amos takes prescription medicines daily for high blood pressure and diabetes. Annette says she doesn't even take an aspirin.
Now, just like this young lady right here, I don't believe in taking too much medication and stuff like that unless I'm actually kind of forced to do it. All my life I didn't believe in kind of, you know, taking medicines. I don't know why or why I don't, but I haven't really been, I'm not a sickly person. I ain't been sick in pretty much years. Besides, you know, you getting a runny nose and stuff like that. I did used to have frostbite when I was younger and stuff like that if it gets too cold. But as far as taking medication, I didn't never agree with it. It didn't resonate to me. You know, I try to old school method, sweating it out and stuff like that, and it actually always seems to work for me. But share your thoughts. Let me know what you think about actually taking medicine, what kind of ailments you're suffering from. Have you tried holistic healing? What kind of alternatives have you tried to traditional medicine, especially in the USA? Have you talked to your doctor, and what did they recommend you trying? Or I always believe in having a second opinion. So if you are suffering from anything besides taking medicine, just ask your doctor, hey, what is some kind of herbal or holistic medicines can I take instead of this or whatever else prescription medicine they recommend? Because we all know medicine gets expensive. And once you get on that, it only treats symptoms. It doesn't kind of treat the cause or the root of the problem. So let's do what we got to do. Let's stay healthy, stay motivated, and let's keep helping each other. Let's go.
So how old is this size 4 beauty? Annette just turned 70 years old.
This one lady who is my age, she said, you know, was telling her friend that I used to tell them about eating and they wouldn't listen. And her reply was to that, or her response to that was, look at her now and look at us.
She's an amazing person, though. Oh, man. I mean, really. She do everything. I mean, build computers. Oh, she's make all her own clothes, grow her own food, speak 3 languages. You know, it's amazing.
Now, Annette has been eating completely raw for 27 years. Now, we want to remind everyone, no matter how old you think she really looks, she changed her lifestyle to feel better and have a good quality of life. And her husband says, I wish I had done what she did. And I said, well, is it too late? He goes, yeah, it's too late for me.
She looks fantastic, but in this...
All right, family, as you can see right there, that's a wrap up of that news story. I think that was Channel 5 News. I'll put the full link to the description of the video, the full video, in the link in the description below. But like I was saying, man, it's a serious matter. I know they say it is a joking matter. Her husband thinks it's too late for him, but it's like I said before, it's never too late. Always keep investing in your health. Do what you got to do for your family. As you can see right there, that's a example of actually pure love in my eyes. They're happily married. She's sticking by him through all these ailments and everything else that he has going on. And he's idolizes his own wife. You know, he's doing what he got to do for her as far as loving her. He's not going to be able to physically keep up with her due to his health, decline in health and stuff like that. But I'm an advocate of health. I'm an advocate for, you know, longevity. So if you see one of your spouses struggling, you know, you can try to lean out your hand, try to give you advice as much as you can. Never force your beliefs on them. But this is a situation that's, you know, you hate to see sometimes because you see she's vibrant. I know as a nutritionist myself and a health advocate, it's hard to watch your spouse making unhealthy options, but you just try to stick by them regardless of the fact it's their life. They have their own path. Even though you're together, you want the best for them. You can never force your beliefs, what you want to do or what you want them to achieve. They got to live their own life. They got to follow their own footsteps. So that's sometimes a struggle that all of us fitness advocates have if our spouses or the partners we have in our lives don't live the way we live or don't see the things we see. That's just a gift of life, man. But just stay focused, keep doing what you got to do, keep preaching, keep teaching, educating others on how to live a healthy lifestyle. Try to make their lives a little balanced if you can. If not, hey, they have to live the best way they see fit because it is their life. But hopefully, man, y'all took this advice. Watch this young lady right here. See the moves that she made and the changes she made in her life. 27 years in a vegan life, no medicine, 70 years young, looking amazing, and a great example to lead by. Hey, let's keep going.
When you hit them with a very high temperature, as you would in grilling, the creatine in the meat and coalesces with other compounds to form these things called heterocyclic amines. The most common one is called PHIP. It's PHIP. We wanted to sample foods to see just how prevalent they were, and part of the reason for this was that in the state of California there's a law that says you can sell foods that have carcinogens in it provided you warn the customer that they're there. So we went into McDonald's and Outback and Burger King and Chick-fil-A and Applebee's, and we got 100 samples of grilled chicken sandwiches and grilled chicken salads. We sent them to a laboratory, and we not only found this FIP carcinogen in every single restaurant that we sampled, we found them in every single grilled chicken sample. And then after that we went to KFC.
Do you know how the factory mass produces sausages? These are the raw materials for the production of sausages, mainly a mixture of chicken and pork, and most of the meat even comes from animals that are too sick. In order to facilitate the next processing and production, first pour them into a meat grinder, grind them into such minced meat, then add starch and seasonings in an appropriate proportion. Pour water into them, and use a mixer to mix and stir. In order to meet the national food production standards, it is also necessary to add some corn syrup to it and mix it to form a paste similar to that. On the other side, workers start putting long garments into automatic filling machines. The long clothing used here is an edible fresh-keeping magic roll. The purpose is to make the sausage less likely to deteriorate in a short time. The filling machine then puts a certain amount of the mixture into each section of long coat, making about 10 sausages in about 35 seconds. These sausages are then linked together, arranged and hung on a machine, which sends them to a washing machine for a wash. And under the rinse of a sprinkler, any remaining stains on the surface are removed. They are then sent to the oven in the cooking zone for steaming, where their own flavor is enhanced. Finally, after cutting them into single sections by machine, these sausages will be sold on the market. Therefore, although the sausage is delicious, it is recommended that you eat less or not eat it, because you don't know what it.
We've been doing this for a while, people. We've been doing this for. What else can I say?